Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're taking a really close look at something new from IWC. It's an addition to the Pilot's Watch Chronograph 41 T-Top EGUN Miramar collection.
Yeah, that's right.
We've dug into the sources, and our plan is to sort of unpack what's actually new here, maybe what's a bit surprising, and how this watch fits into IWC's pretty rich history. Okay, let's get into it. We're really talking about a mix of things, serious aviation history, some pretty cool material innovation, and, well, that design flair that makes these watches stand out.
And just to give everyone the bigger picture, the colors of Top UN sub-collection, it's directly inspired by the U.S. Navy Strike Fighter Tactics Instructor Program, TITO AUN.
Right.
And this line, well, up until now, it's always been about ceramic cases. So this new development,
Yeah.
it's quite interesting.
So if it's quite interesting, what's the background here? I mean, IWC's history.
Yeah.
Where does this new Miramar chronograph kind of fit in? What makes it stand out now?
Well, what's fascinating is this sort of dual legacy IWC has. Their connection to aviation timekeeping, it goes way, way back. Their first proper pilot's watch was 1936.
Wow, yeah.
But then, jump forward 50 years to 1986. That's when they brought out the Da Vinci Perpetual Calendar. And the big thing there, a ceramic case, practically scratch-proof.
Okay.
So you take those two strands, the long aviation history and this pioneering work in high-tech ceramics, and that combination leads you straight to the Top DU and sub-collection. Super resilient watches, known for these zirconium oxide ceramic cases.
Right, high-tech stuff.
Exactly. It's really where that form meets serious function. They're pushing the boundaries on durability for, a pilot's tool.
And if you've been keeping an eye on the colors of Top UU line, you'll know they haven't been shy with color options already. We've seen, jet black, Lake Tahoe white.
Woodland green, Mojave Desert beige.
And Oceana blue, yeah. It's pretty clear this collection's been like a test bed for IWC, seeing how far they can push color in watchmaking. All right, so we've got the history. Now, what's the really big news with this new Miramar release? What's the key thing that made you sit up and take notice?
Okay, so the brand new color they're rolling out is called Miramar.
Miramar, okay.
And yeah, just to be super clear, this isn't the same as the 2016 Pilot's Watch Mark 8th Top G and Miramar. Different watch. This is new for the Chronograph 41.
Got it.
And the inspiration for this Miramar blue is pretty specific, actually. It's a mid-blue color taken straight from the T-shirts the top UN instructors wear under their flight suits.
Interesting detail.
Yeah. And aesthetically, it's got this matte finish. It really tones things down. It's not flashy at all. Very subtle, but deliberate. And here's the really big news. This is the first time ever that a Top GUN color, which, remember, has always been ceramic only, is being offered in a stainless steel case.
Okay, wow. That is a big deal.
It really is.
So moving a Top GN color to steel.
Yeah.
It's not just like offering another material option. It feels like a strategic move by IWC, doesn't it? Making that line maybe a bit more accessible.
I think so, yeah.
It could potentially bring in people who liked the look, but maybe didn't want the ceramic for whatever reason, price maybe, or just the feel.
Exactly. It's like they're opening up that specific design element, the Instructor's Blue, to a wider audience, but, without losing the core pilot's watch identity.
Yeah, that makes sense. So that's a significant shift for you, the listener, in terms of your options.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, let's talk specifics then. The watches themselves, both of them, ceramic or steel, they're based on the Pilot's Watch Chronograph 41, which is a pretty well-known platform.
It is, yeah. It's a solid base. So they share the core specs. 41.9 millimeters across, 15.5 millimeters thick. You've got that typical 6/9/12 tri-compacts chronograph layout.
Right, the 3 subdials.
Exactly. And the day-date window for balance. And overall, just very, very legible, which, for a pilot's watch, is crucial.
Okay, let's zoom in on the full ceramic one first. That's the IW389409. Here, the Miramar blue is everywhere. K-style, even the hands. It looks really unified.
Yeah, very cohesive. And on that dial, you've got white markers, scales, numerals, the hand inserts, all coated with superluminova.
Typical round.
Exactly. Strong contrast, great visibility at night, super important. The subdials for the chrono minutes and hours, plus the small seconds, they're slightly recessed. And you've got that double day-date window over on the right.
And what about protecting everything? Sapphire crystal? But it's secured differently, isn't it?
Yeah, it's secured against displacement by drops in air pressure, so it won't pop out if the cabin pressure changes suddenly.
Ah, clever. Pilot stuff.
Definitely. And the case back is titanium, engraved with the Top P UN logo. Underneath that is IWC's own movement, the caliber 69380 automatic column wheel chronograph.
Okay.
Runs at 4 Hertz, 28,800 vibrations per hour, 46-hour power reserve. And key feature, it's housed inside a soft iron inner case.
For anti-magnetism.
Exactly. Protects the movement from magnetic field. Standard, but essential for a proper pilot's watch.
And the ceramic one.
Yeah.
It's limited, right?
It is. Important point. Limited to 1,000 pieces only. And the price reflects that. It's EUR 14,100, including VAT.
14,000 euros.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so definitely for the serious collector. But then you pivot to the stainless steel one, the IW388-117. How do they bring that signature color in at almost half the price? What's the strategy, and are there trade-offs?
Yeah, that's where the strategic difference really shows. So obviously, stainless steel case, crown, and pushers. Visually, the main difference is pretty subtle. The hands are rhodium plated.
Instead of the blue outline like the ceramic?
Exactly. Inside, it uses the IWC caliber 69385. Now, technically, this is identical to the 69380 in the ceramic model. Same performance.
There's usually a but.
But crucially, it doesn't have that soft iron inner case for magnetic protection.
Ah.
Instead, you get a sapphire crystal case back so you can actually see the movement working. Water resistance, though, is the same as the ceramic one.
Right.
So this lets IWC offer that really desirable Miramar blue look at a much more, well, accessible price point. Puts it into a different market segment.
Interesting trade-off there. Ceramic gets the anti-magnetic inner case. Steel gets the view of the movement but skips the inner cage. For a pilot's watch, is losing that magnetism protection a big deal these days? Or is it maybe less critical outside of very specific flying roles?
That's a really good question. Look, magnetism protection, it's definitely a traditional hallmark, but for most people today, even many pilots, depending on the cockpit environment, the risk of exposure to really strong magnetic fields isn't quite what it used to be.
Right.
So making that trade-off allows for, the appeal of seeing the movement plus the advantages of a steel case and that lower price. I think it shows IWC is confident that the core design and functionality are strong enough, even without every single traditional feature ticked off.
That makes a lot of sense. And the good news for availability on this one.
Yeah, the stainless steel Miramar, it's being added to the permanent collection, so not limited. And the price is EUR 7,800, including taxes.
Much more accessible, yeah. And just to wrap up the comparison, both watches share the same strap, right?
They do. Both come on a Miramar blue rubber strap. Feels quite supple, folding clasp. And they both have IWC's ease exchange system.
Oh, yeah, the quick release.
Yeah.
Makes swapping straps easier.
It's super convenient. Yeah.
Okay, so if we sort of zoom out again,
Yeah.
connect this to the bigger picture.
Well, like we said, the colors of Top Geo N-Line has consistently been where IWC tries out new things with color, pushing boundaries. This Miramar release, especially putting it in steel, really reinforces that. It's taking something that felt quite exclusive and opening it up.
So boiling it all down, what's the main takeaway for you, the listener? I mean, IWC pilots' watches, they're widely seen as top tier.
Absolutely. Among the best.
And when you mix that with the toughness of ceramic, you get these really expressive, super robust watches. But now, and this is the key thing, if you really liked that new Miramar blue color, but maybe ceramic wasn't your thing, maybe the price, the feel, maybe you prefer steel, you now have a fantastic alternative.
Yeah.
And it's not limited.
Yeah, it's about giving you more choice, making that specific aesthetic more accessible, extending the reach of that design.
And thinking about it, as we kind of wrap up this deep dive, it does make you think about the bigger picture in watchmaking, doesn't it? How does a brand like IWC juggle its history, its heritage, with pushing forward, innovating with materials like this, but still keeping that core identity everyone recognizes?
It's a tricky balance, and that leads to maybe a final thought for you to chew on. How much do these subtle shifts, choosing ceramic versus steel, or even just rhodium hands versus blue outlined ones, how much do they change things? Not just the look and the price, but maybe the whole perceived character of the watch. Does the steel version somehow feel less like a pure instrument and more like an everyday watch, even if the core design is the same?
Yeah.
It's a fascinating mix of design, engineering, and, well, market strategy to think about.